Hello student, today we are going to learn about the topic matrices of class 12. It comes under the unit number 3, that is algebra, having two topic matrices and determinants. So today we will start with matrices. So before starting this topic, I will tell you about the uses of these matrices in our daily life or in other subjects. In mathematics, we will use these matrices to solve the system of linear equation having more than 2, 3 or 4 variables in the very next chapter, that is determinant. It is also used in cryptography, that is coding and decoding. And the notation and the operation of the matrices are used to create electronic spreadsheet, which is further used to sale projection, cost estimation and industrial management. So I will start this topic with the help of an example. Now I have taken an example that there are three friends, Ram, Sita and Geeta. They have purchased some objects and I have represented the objects purchased by these three students in the tabular form, that is table number 1 or table number 2, or you can say case number A and B, but the information remains same. Clearly you can see that the number of pencil and pens purchased by Ram is 5 and 8. The same you can see here in case B, the number of objects, that is pen and pencil, purchased by Ram is 5 and 8. So we are changing the formation of the representation, but the information remains same. This same information can be arranged in another way. This information is also can be expressed like this, with the help of a square bracket, where the without changing the information provided in our tabular form. Clearly from here the information is remain as it is. 8 is the number of pencil purchased by Ram. But here we can see that these numbers are arranged horizontally, are named as, or we already know that this is nothing but we have arranged these numbers in a row wise. So this is our first row, and similarly this is our second row, and this is our third row. This is our third row. Similarly, vertically representation of these number is named as column. So this is our first column and this is our second column. Now in this representation, this representation is means as same as the we have represented the information in case A and B. But here we can see that every object or number have been provided a fixed location or an address. You can see here the number 3 is lie in the second row and second column. So it has a fixed location or fixed address. Similarly, other numbers just like 8 lies in first row and second column, right? So the location or the address of these numbers are fixed, or you can say they are very much ordered. And the representation of these numbers, if you visualize the expression, will look like a rectangle. So this is nothing but the same information has been arranged in a very well ordered, and the expression, the visualization is just like a rectangle. So this is an ordered arrangement, ordered rectangular arrangement or array of the information is called matrices. So from here we can write the definition of the matrices. Matrices is, we got matrices from the word matrix. So this is the plural word of the matrix. So matrix is what? It is an ordered rectangular array of number or functions. So this is the representation of the numbers in a fixed or ordered manner. That's why this is named as matrix. So this is the representation of matrix, and it is always represented by the capital letter. So you can write the name of this matrix as A. Right? Now here I have already told that the number here having some fixed location. So how can we give the name? How can we write the address of these numbers? So it is very much easy that if you want to write the address of this number, so it lies in row number 3 and column number 2. So generally we will give the address of this element by row number 3 and column number 2. So this is the address of this number. Similarly, you can write the address of another numbers. But so how can means the representation will be like this. It will be given by Aij, where I will represent the number of rows where the element lies, and J will represent the column in which the element lies. So this is the general representation of a matrices. Now the order of the matrix. So how can we write the order of the matrix? It is very much easy that any matrix having number of rows, count them, and the columns, right? The order of the matrix is nothing but the number of rows it have cross number of columns it has, right? So to write the order of the matrix, we have to count the number of means number of rows and number of columns. For example, if you want to write the order of the matrix A, which is given here, so we will write like this: Aij, number of rows are 3 and number of columns are 2. So this will be the order of this matrix. So in this matrix we can, if number of rows and column will change, the order will be automatically changed, right? So generally, if the number of rows are increased from 3 to n or m or z, right? So we can increase the number of rows and column accordingly. So generally it will be given by m by n. So this is the order m cross n, where m will represent the number of rows and n m will represent the number of rows and n will represent the number of columns. So this is the general representation of a matrix. So in general, if you write a matrix in a general way, having n number of columns and n number of rows, so the order becomes m by n under some given conditions. So now our next part is the number of elements in a matrix. So number of elements in a matrix, these are the elements. So we want to find out the number of elements in the matrix. So what will we do? We will just multiply the number of rows by the number of columns. So we get the number of elements or number of entries of the matrix. For example, we have a matrix of order 2 by 3, right? So how can we write the number of elements? It is very much easy that number of elements will be the product of the number of rows and number of columns. So clearly it is visible that this matrix have 6 elements or 6 entries. Now question is this: if any matrix, the number of elements are given, then how can we write the possible order of the matrices? For example, if a matrix has 12 elements, so what are the possible order of that particular matrix? Or using these 12 elements, how many different matrices we can form? So it is very much clear, because we know that the number of elements is nothing but the number of rows into number of columns. So order of the possible orders of the matrices will be, you can write just like that, 1 into 12, right? It is also the order of the matrix, because if you multiply the number of rows by the number of columns, the number of elements will remain same. Similarly, 12 into 1, that is 12. Now 6 into 2, it has 6 rows and 2 columns. Again the number of elements will be 12. Or if you write 2 into 6, number of elements again will be 12. But in this case, what is the difference between these two? Here the number of rows is 2 and number of columns are 6. So these are two different matrices. Similarly, you can go with 3 and 4 or 4 into 3, 12. So in this way we can write 6 different matrices having 12 elements. So this question may be asked. Now, how can we form the matrices? If the general element or the element of the matrices is given, means one general element of the matrix is given, then how can we write the matrices if the order is also provided? Okay, now let an element of the form is mentioned here, I plus j by 2, and we want to construct a matrix of order 2 by 2. We want to write a matrix of order 2 by 2 which follow these conditions. So first of all, we should know that the number of elements in 2 by 2 matrix will be 4. So we should know the position of those two numbers. So it is a matrix of order 2 by 2. So already we know that it definitely having 2 rows and 2 columns. So it will be given by like this, A11, because we are talking about first row. So this is row number 1 and column number 1. This is row 1 and column number 2. Similarly, it will be A22 and A21 and A22. Right? Now, pretty much clear that the first index will show the number of rows and second will show the number of columns. Now, with the help of this general representation, we can write the exact value of the elements. Suppose we want to find out A11, stand for here I and J is 1, so element, the first element, A11 element will be 2 by 2, it will be 1. A12, it will be 1 plus 2 by 2, it will be 3 by 2. Similarly, you can find out A21, again it will be 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 3 by 2, and A22, that is 2 plus 2 by 2. It will be 2. Now just you have to write the value of A11, A21, A12 and A22 in its fixed position. So our required matrices will be 1, and this is 3 by 2, and this is again 3 by 2, and this is 2. So you can write